Welcome back to the show. I'm Teth,
I'm Saidar.
and we're the Punk Rock Parents. We're big anime fans, and we have been currently watching the series Bleach. We currently started about season 4 just a couple days ago, and about a week ago we watched live-action Bleach that was done by a studio in Japan.
I think it's Warner Brothers Japan, isn't it?
I think it was Warner Brothers Japan. And so today we are going to compare the live action versus season 1 of the anime.
That's right. Yeah.
And the very first thing I noticed, because we watched the dub versions of each, but the first big surprise was the voice actor for Ichigo was the same as in the anime. So that was like, that's Ichigo! Oh my god!
Yeah.
So that was awesome right there.
Instant recognition. You could recognize it automatically, yeah.
And like I said, we only just started season 4. So, I mean, we're
That's
like
a lot, though.
3 episodes in.
It's a pretty big commitment already, you know, to just be at like season 4, but yeah.
And so that's what we're going to do today is kind of compare, because we have done a comparison in the past with Deathlands.
We did the Deathlands movie versus the Deathlands books.
And, you know, we got some good comments and feedback from that, because a lot of people want to know, is it worth watching or reading the books? Because I watched the series and I'm kind of intrigued, but are the books better? The books are always better. Always.
Well, in this case, we have not read the manga, though, for Bleach.
Yes. In this case, it's the anime, which is usually very, very close to the manga.
Yeah.
Versus the adaptation, which a lot of times is not.
Not close, yeah, exactly. So that's what we're going to tackle today is how close or not close is it? What are the characters like in comparison? What was the scenery like? I mean, just everything. How do they compare to each other? And what we thought of them. So to start with, I had seen the live-action movie, I don't know, maybe a year ago. And I had mentioned to Teth that it was really good quality. And so he was like, let's take a look at it. Now, this was after we had already decided to watch the series, and we were, 3 seasons in, right?
Yeah.
And so then we decided to watch the movie. So we rewatched it, or I rewatched it, he watched it, and we're almost, 4 episodes into season 4?
Yes. And very impressed by the movie, because they very strongly follow. I mean, there's going to be a few details that they just can't get into.
Not 100%, but I would have to say that overall it was a very, very close following to the series, season 1.
I mean, Ichigo, all the characters. Now, I suck at pronouncing English names, so I'm going to butcher these.
You did good. Ichigo's perfect.
I'm good with Ichigo. But Chad, I'm good with this one. Chad looks like Chad, and they even took advantage of, you know, camera angles to always try to make him look like he's taller, like in the series. So that was great. I can never get the guy's name right. The guy with the hat.
Oh.
That's it used to be a Soul Reaper captain, and
I don't remember his name, but I'm gonna look it up.
But he was in there. He was dressed the same, of course. Rukia and her brother, great. And
yes, her brother looked great.
What's Renji?
Renji looked
and
great.
Renji,
he looked
great. Oh my goodness! So that was outstanding.
Everybody, and the Quincy.
Yep, the Quincy. I can never say his name. Or Hame.
That's the girl.
Yes.
She looked great too, and she actually did. Okay, she didn't have orange hair, but it was close. It was lighter. Her hair was lighter.
Her hair was lighter,
and he had orange hair. Absolutely. So they had the characters looking really, really good and very close to the anime, I thought. I mean, you could recognize them instantly. It wasn't hard to figure out who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, you were watching it. You were like, that's definitely who that is.
We're treating this as, we're going to say stuff that may be spoilers. We're assuming if you're watching this video, you've seen at least one or the other, and you're going to know, you know, the basic plot. So we're treating as, you know, what's going on. But Ichigo took how many killing blows in both the anime and the movie and still got up to keep fighting. So
that is true.
That is about the same too. I mean, that guy takes a hit, keeps on trucking.
We must talk about the Hollow.
Yes. The Hollows. Oh my goodness.
They were really well animated. They were really well done. They represented
the CGIs
them
were
very
great.
Good.
The sword animations.
Oh,
and
yes.
Renji kept his special form with the extendable thing with the teeth.
Yes.
sword.
His sword, when it extends out and has the teeth, yes, it was very well animated. It looked
Yes.
just like the anime.
Kind of like the octopus guy in Spider-Man, but newer and better.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
well that
had
was
that.
you know the hollows definitely had tentacles and things that came out of them.
Especially
And
the last one.
oh yeah,
Now,
he was fabulous.
I was kind of half expecting to see a giant one come out of a slit in the sky.
I mean, they could have done that. They
They
did
could
everything
have,
else so good.
but I
Yeah.
liked where they went with the plant thing with tentacles, and
Yeah.
and there's still the relation to the mom about the mom being eaten by a hollow and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So they stayed true to a lot of the story. So I thought that was great.
Even the sisters were in it, and the sisters were very much like the real sisters. The dad was in it. The only difference was he was kinder, a little
Yeah.
bit like more nicer.
No sucker punches.
Yeah, he wasn't like he wasn't like tough loving Ichigo so much. It was a little bit more of a I don't know. He just seemed kind.
Yeah. And it didn't really go around the two sisters that much. Like, you know,
Not
in
too
anime.
much. I mean, a little bit, but not as much as it did in the episodes in
Yeah.
the show. It kind of glossed over that whole section with the sisters and their. I mean, they did. It did,
Yeah.
but it didn't.
Well, in the anime, the Quincy guy, which I can't pronounce his name, he started the whole thing with the hollows with the contest. He had some
Oh,
type
yeah.
of something he used to be a lure for the hollows to come.
Mhm.
And at the end of that, that's when the big guy came through, and
Right.
everyone else knows what happened there.
So,
But you know, this was one where, you know, what they call the guy in the movie?
which one?
In the movie, the last hollow, the great
Oh,
something.
is it a Grand Hollow?
Something like that.
The Grand Hollow?
They still had the thing where, you know, it was a competition, but just it was a competition where he had to do it before Renji did. Well, Renji was going to wait, and he did. Nobody thought Ichigo would kill him.
So overall, I thought this was a great rendition.
Yes.
The movie was a really good live action rendition of the anime. They followed it really closely. What do you call it? The animations itself, they were high quality studio. I mean, it was Warner Brothers Japan, so it wasn't exactly a low quality studio in the first place, but they were high quality studio animations, and I think they proved that you can pretty much accomplish anything if you can take an anime and turn it into a live action and do it this closely and this good. I would have to say that you could do that with just about any show or book or movie or anything. You could remake anything this style and make it really, really good if it's done by, a studio that wants to follow the details. And I think Warner Brothers Japan did that. I think they followed the details quite well, and I was impressed. I was impressed, so impressed that I
Yeah.
wanted to watch it multiple times.
Up next, we will be doing Death Note.
Oh, that's
We've
right.
actually already watched both.
Yep.
We do need to do a quick refresher because it's been about a year or so. But we do remember a little bit, but we're not going to talk about that here. We're going to make you have to watch the next episode.
That's right.
So thank you for watching this discussion with us. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below.
And if there's another adaptation that you're aware of anime to live action, or maybe a book that was adapted to a live action, or anything else you think that we should check out, let us know.
All right. Great idea.
Yeah, I love it. All right. So we'll see you next time.